I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
A few moments later.
I got this!
Something's wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Come here, boy!
Nigga was a devil, man.
Breaking news around us. Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier have both been arrested as part of FBI investigations into sports gambling.
What?
What? Billups' arrest was part of a separate case, but it was related, linked to an illegal poker operation tied to the Mafia.
What?
What the fuck? Corazon? Oh, you narc ass nigga!
A poker operation? What kind of... Don't tell me you were infected with the Mafia, wasn't it? Do not tell me. This might be it. But the Mafia wasn't it? $100,000 for a sports betting and poker game? And then you saw what happened? When Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups got arrested for a poker game and football sports betting? This is a crime investigation going on here.
Rozier's arrest is a game from March of 2023 that saw an uptake of Rozier bets coming in on the under. Rozier left that game just 9 minutes in, citing a foot injury.
What?
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years.
Years?
I led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
You gotta be kidding!
La Cosa Nostra? You tied for the Mafia? Are you joking?
Cosa Nostra? The Mafia?
I know that ain't who I think it is. Going back to Lewisburg.
You're thinking. I'm eating. And he's gone.
We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
Damn!
You trying to, in an actual investigation going on, and a side effect, you did not see on the Mafia ties themselves? And you let them do this? Bro, you're the head coach on the Trailblazers, and you didn't know you were gonna cut ties with those guys just Saturday morning and lose like this? What? What kind of dumbass are you doing? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in the pool. I've never seen a sports bet on yourself for bet or bomb. For like DraftKings or all kind of beer. Oh, Damon Jones is an absolutely dumbass of the year. Why you still do this? You go ahead and gamble yourself and play football. On the... I swear, you did not do this on the gamble football and sports betting, and you did no in a poker game for $100 million? You're cooked. You're actually cooked, bro.
How could you do such a thing to me? I didn't do anything.
Y'all cook, fam. Y'all cook. Y'all better get fitted for y'all orange jumpsuits and get ready to log into your JPay, because you're going away for a very long time. Do you recognize how stupid you've got to be an NBA champion and an active head coach in the league, and your dumb ass is out here tied up to sports betting? What part of the game is this? Sir, you're making millions already. You've already made millions. And furthermore, Terry Rose here, you actively on a roster. So you know how crazy that is? It was a coach's decision from Eric Spoelstra to sit you last night as the Miami Heat kicked off their season against the Orlando Magic. Your ass got raided by the FBI in the hotel room at 6 a.m. Buddy ain't even get morning wood, motherfucker.
Terry Rozier, are you kind of dumbass? You played last night for Miami Heat and you did not do anything. A goddamn thing. Exposure was right about this because he couldn't make the coach decisions to make sure to go ahead and make him the censor. You don't know what's going to happen? Dude, what part of the game is this, man? You don't know what two wrongs don't make a right. And you didn't know what's going on here. Despite the fact, call a spade, because that's the dumbest idea ever. Are you shitting me, man? You did not let this play go on while you injured yourself. And you let go here, raided your ass habit at 6 a.m. in the morning. You left them to go up there and went inside, let them loose. And some act of God, somehow, this nigga did not just show up here and did not go on ahead and why in the world you gonna do this? You did not sit go ahead and say, hey, I've been doing the better sports get out there. You're a basketball player for God's sake. You let them do this? You let them go on ahead and right all the way down, including Damon Jones, despite that, including Charlie Billups, for my at a stake of criteria. What part of the game is this? You not going to bang yourself and sit this one down, play like you. I don't know what happens next what's going on here. And why Damon Jones trying to do this shit? Why about now?
Damon Jones, big ass, the only one who's tied to both the poker operation and the sports bet. Do you recognize how dumb you've got to be to where you get yourself tied up in this shit? You in the league. You got direct ties to the league. If I remember correctly, Damon Jones is on TV, whatever the fuck the sports network just so happened to be. There was times in which he happened to be a sports correspondent that they used to bring on to the doggone screen. They ain't no way you down bad to where you got to participate in this shit. It's probably because your dumb ass was getting too greedy. Now, albeit, you dealing with the mafia here. It could be a situation in which extortion just so happened to happen. You know, somebody got a little bit too close to you. All of a sudden, now they could touch you. So now you're in a situation where you got to say, all right, I got to do what I got to do and try to mess around and comply.
Chauncey Billups, according to federal prosecutors, was the lure. The mafia allegedly paying him for his celebrity to attract high rollers to poker tables in the Hamptons, in Las Vegas, in Miami, and right here in Manhattan, so they would gamble, so they would play poker. What those people didn't know was that everyone else at the table was in on the scam because the games were rigged.
Is the man retarded? I mean, use that word, but sure. Developmentally disabled?
Sure. Rigged? Oh, rigged? Oh, you... This man do a crime, son. This one of the most big dummy moments in the century. Did gamble themselves and what active dumbass they would ever do. How many years did this out here? Look what happened to Tyree Stevenson's dumbass did. He bet on himself to get the Bears on the basis on the money line, despite the fact. Do you know what it's saying is? I'm gonna see this down below the one here and see. I told that shit right before here. Look what they said on this here, on the defense report. Charging Bears and Taylor Steele was arrested as a part of gang against it. Bears arrest made as part of the seven but related case of names in the illegal poker are we tied to the mafia?
Is a no good, lousy son of a bitch.
What the hell? What are you doing? Charles, you're a head coach. What are you doing this, son? You know how to special? You let them do this? You're going to rub elbows, you're going to roll the dice, you're going to do a lucky sevens and make sure you get it on slot machines after slot machines after slot machines after slot machines. You did not do this on the bench yourself. And you're going to do a star tail, make the money line say, you know what, I'm going to put it in the money line. I got to get this on the poker game real quick. Let me go ahead, I got to do something right now. I'm going to get a nice Mafia fish. I'll make the Mafia going to the top. That lazy $300 on the gifted money? You pay La Cosa Nostra on this goddamn feeling. You don't want to say this about you? Your game is rigged on Las Vegas. Right in front of these niggas. This Las Vegas weekend. You don't know what happened. Chauncey! You, sir! You're a head coach! What are you doing?
I don't know!
What you did not have a special, man. I hate to see this. Motherfucker cannot do it on a bad day here. You know when the secretary would sell, did he himself worthy? They made the cool decision like, I don't want to pay no more of that. And you know what say that? I was like, I'm good with this register. I don't need any more of that. And the coach said, well, what are you going to do? What are you about to register? You know, that's for it. That's to the grave. Count it. And then said, fuck it. I don't know. I don't care what you say about you. You don't care what you say? This was losing crazy to me. If I was so bad at this gamble, this money line, all the money worth, and why the hell you do this?
Chauncey Billups was known as a face card because the Mafia allegedly used his face to lure in these unsuspecting victims. The victims themselves were called fish.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
These rigged poker games have been going on, prosecutors say, since at least 2019, and it involved these altered shuffling decks, X-ray poker tables that could read cards that were face down. There were special glasses and contact lenses that enabled players in on the scam to know what the victims' cards were, and other technology brought to bear. The victim, Shanae, had no chance at winning these games. They lost millions of dollars, and since the mob was involved, prosecutors say if the victims couldn't or wouldn't pay, that's when violence was used to make sure they did.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me in no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
That ain't me.
Free pokers? 2019?
Here's one thing about the FBI. Seldom do they make their move if they don't have their damn case already prepared to go. They usually make that move when they know, oh, we got him. It's time to go and strike now. Or if there's a situation where somebody's life happen to be at risk.
He's got to go.
One way or another. Why y'all doing this, bro? I'll never understand how folks mess around and get caught up in this shit. Don't you think you should probably have the proper channels to where you're not directly associated with what's transpiring? Unless, of course, you happen to have somebody in place who was trying to run the operation for you and they would just kick it back up to you, who either A, squealed, or B, wasn't moving the appropriate way to where they were so sloppy and you messed around and got caught up. But one way or another, Chauncey Billups, there's almost no excuse. You're an active NBA head coach.
Are you shitting me? The moment I didn't see it, the moment I didn't know what Tony Billups doing something like this, he was a head coach of Trailblazers. Right by now, if you don't know what's going on here, this man is on the sports fan on the NFL. Remember having a week 8 when Tony Billups betted on the Cowboys on the Commanders with James Garrett's got a hamstring injury? Do you remember what this man said about it? He thinking himself. He thinking himself like, no, I'm going to let Cowboys go story going. I got all the evil gonna win this game here. Matter of fact, I go back to home to me. They attack the use while they're in the playoffs. And I'll go ahead and get back to make sure good enough to win heaven. Man, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to bet on the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to be so foreshadowed. That's why they're here.
You remind me of a jackass.
He asked this man, are you taking him now? Torgy says, yes, sir, I am going to get him down this time. They don't let him do the side, nigga. He proud of himself. This man doesn't know here. He's going to look all the cars, this team shuffling here. They're like, I'll play go fish, nigga. I'll make sure go ahead to down through. And then, when he did, he might go ahead and say, I'll play tackle and one. I'll go ahead and do something there. Man, what are you doing? Are you kidding me?
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Sir, you are acting head coach. Why the hell are you doing this?
I don't know. But he was leading folks to extortion, smiling while they losing their doggone money, rubbing elbows, talking about, hey man, you got an opportunity to play with Mr. Big Shot. These dudes losing millions of dollars unbeknownst to them once they leave from the premises. Chauncey Billups and the remainder of the Mafia doing the Scrooge McDuck, everybody diving into the money, counting up all kinds of hundreds. Motherfuckers has probably got the money to the side of their head because they done extorted folks.
Everybody's in. Aces side. Your action, Mr. Phil.
200.
What the hell was that? This man going over here. Oh, you shitting me. This is one of the most shittiest dumbasses of this century. You know all the second for you. The moment I see this, the moment you didn't know what's going on here, why the hell you going here? Why are you doing this? This nigga did not have a gamble on a game basis. So why the hell are they doing it?
Rozier, you active in the league. The fuck you in the game, actively not only sabotaging yourself, but your teammates as well. You know how crazy that is? Folks started pulling up clips of when he was in Miami, or currently in Miami. I believe this was last year's game, where he looked like he was assaulted by a poltergeist. The nerd Lux done showed up straight out of Space Jam, took his athletic ability and had this man looking like he couldn't make a junior varsity Make-A-Wish basketball team.
The man think he is was so good out here. He says going to down. I can make those plays. This guy does not how to play basketball whether he made his own cost yet. He cost the team and the playoffs the chance to win the game. The side effect going ahead is like, hey, I go ahead and make that. I'll be I will be like this 7. Who knew what's going on this week? If you don't know what's going on, this man Taylor just say, now I might go ahead, I'm saying this one. And he said, fuck basketball, I'm going down to Carter. You're a basketball player. What are you doing? And this nigga did not go ahead this weekend. And I'm gonna make sure that he did for the episodes, this, that. When Taylor said, you know what Taylor said on me. Mitch Pillman!
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with him?
We've never seen a sitting NBA head coach, a sitting NBA player, both arrested at the same time, obviously, but specifically with Chauncey Billups here, we'll get a better feel as the day goes on just how wide-ranging this goes. But he was involved in a 30-defendant case in an illegal poker rigging activity tied to the Mafia.
Listen, I don't like talking about people's career earnings and shit because I don't want to pocket watch, but we got to call a spade a spade. Chauncey Billups made over $100 million in his NBA career, not even counting coaching. He made over $100 million. NBA Finals MVP. The Detroit Pistons in 04 took down the Super Lakers with old Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Fat Shaq, and Kobe Bryant. He was Mr. Big Shot, along with that magnificent defensive group of Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, Master Mid-Range, and Rip Hamilton, led by Larry Brown. They done won the championship. I can almost guarantee if Chauncey Billups was to walk into any restaurant, any establishment in Detroit, or dare I say in the state of Michigan, even if people in 2025 don't immediately recognize him, there will be an old head within close proximity to say, hey, you know who that is? Give him whatever he wants.
I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may. You know that about me by now. Quick.
Why would you say this? You're a famous man here. You was Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, the man that you know is so epic. When you did this on purpose, you were famous on the NBA Ballers Phenom in 2006. And you won a championship game at the Quick Pistons. I never seen the Quick Pistons won a championship game in 2004. I didn't see that, but before that, you beat the hell out of Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and old man Gary Payton. What the hell? Are you dumb? Are you kind of stupid? On a gamble? Why are you doing this anyway? I don't know how the hell it wants to say this, but this is a common sense. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's give it a buck. If you don't want to gamble, don't do that. It's just the case. It's just the case so far. I don't know how the hell is going to do this right now. The fact that LA was trying to build, and of course he didn't know what's going on, and my opinion is this. The one thing you know about is gambling is money, and it's not going to be cool. And it ain't cool, it's not nice. The side effect of the main people had a mind no business is how the hell they gamble their money so far. They bet on themselves. Athletes may have bet themselves their own. And it cost them every team's games. Like NFL, NHL, NBA, golf, MLB, WNBA, whatever you call it. And you let these niggas know the side effect of going in a gamble or the top of money spot for $100 million here. Chauncey, you have $100 million. You're rich. How you know you're rich when you go broke? This is what I call a thing. I wonder what happens next year. This man is not going to be a livelihood head coach for a Baker. Why you would say this? When the chips fall down and poker. This is the craziest sport I've never seen it. Wait and see what happens next.
Ball where they may. You know that about me by now. Quick.
The moment his bald ass got done with that press conference, they was waiting for him at the hotel like,
they have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail. You're going to jail like you've never been there before. Handcuff him. I suggest you use a nightstick on him. He's a common piece of garbage. Mace him if you have to. Arrest him. Throw him below the jail.
In the case of Terry Rozier, he's made over $160 million in the entirety of his career.
I knew it! $160 million! Went there all the way for this money. But it wasn't happening. Man says, fuck playing basketball. I'm going to go a resume for $160 million. Are you stupid? Really?
Let's take away his last year on the contract this year. He still made well over $100 million. Albeit you've got taxes, you probably got all kinds of managerial fees or whatever the case is that you spent, your bread on in that type of situation. But one way or another, you have more than enough life-changing money. How do you get yourself tied up in this shit? It makes absolutely no sense. In the case of Damian Jones, hell, you messed around and had about a couple tens of millions. If I'm not mistaken, he made anywhere between like 10 to like 30, probably lower in the 20s area, higher in the teens area. But whatever the case may be, that's still millions upon millions of dollars. Now, granted, he's the furthest separated from the league than the other two. And moreover, in just a case of relevance, he's not one who happens to have that. But you were an analyst on television. If I'm not mistaken, it was Get Up, not First Take, whatever the case may be. You were on TV. I'm not going to sit over here and say, oh, you got ties to LeBron. Nobody's just going to be leeching off somebody like that. That's ridiculous. But one way or another, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Are y'all dumb?
He said lock him up.
I want to do this. Why? And you let this phone-headed stop being able to do something like dumbasses or really stupid. The side effect is not cool. You athletes bet on yourselves, causing another teams to win, and they lost the games. Like every single time, every single year. And you know it every single decade. Like the battle bombs that you don't care about this one. You let these people, you let these niggas know that. You know why they say, if I let say this nigga's dumb. With the Taylor cell, I don't know what it is. But Tony Burns, hell, it might be just saying this for happen. Don't say be a dumbass. Don't be a bitch. That for Troy Taylor cell, he definitely got bitched. But the same thing you should know is how special. And I don't know what saying they said, but this time around, are you kind of stupid that was? Are you that kind of dumbass that you haven't been so far? You don't know when you know it happened. If you don't know, now you know. Say you won because that's all I gotta say to you. But the same thing is about Ben, because that's time for you. That late $300 is simple. You were better than the Mafia. And thank you for the donation, DDG. Thank you for the donation for the stuff. Thank you, DDG. Love the content, by the way. Love the video, man. 20% with film, love the content. And gender showed them evidence, stupid. Gender showed evidence to see the cameras on the TV like what the cameras like a they need the camera on top special. And what only gets happening for? The genders looking at us like, damn, what kind of card game they doing? Doing the extra tables? They trying to cheat? What the hell? Yo, what's going on here, bro? What are we doing?
Talk about situations until they've actually gone through the entire process, because there could be a possibility in which there's incorrect information or something like that. But this is a point in time in which when the FBI comes in, you kind of have an understanding, oh shit, this is legit.
Llame el policía.
Terry Rozier is suiting up night after night, going to battle alongside teammates, sacrificing their body, putting in pain in practice for an 82-game season with a team that usually ends up in the postseason to contend for a championship, albeit it's not as if they're going to, mess around and be legitimate contenders, but they're always somewhere in the mix at one particular point. It's ASA 6, ASA 7, ASA 8, ASA 9 to me to be actively in the league. Look your brother in the eye and then cheat him. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, if it's an individual kind of sport, like you playing tennis, maybe you bowling, maybe you boxing and you take a dive, and it's only you who cheats yourself out of the W or something of that nature where you underperform, okay, still fucked up, but alright, it's just you. But you in a team sport, and you involved in betting? What's wrong with you? Especially if it's a situation where it's on yourself. Like, I'm active for this game and I'm gonna make it seem as if I tweak my ankle and now I'm out. Bro, it directly affects your teammates. What part of the game is this, bro? That don't make no sense.
Chomps, have we received any indication at all that more people are going to be named, more arrests are coming down the pike?
So there could be some surrenders, Steve. Like, there could be more people that just get uncovered based on these 30-plus arrests today. So who cooperates with the FBI? Who else gives more information to the FBI out of these 30-plus defendants? So surely it might not be today, but there could be more moving forward.
Are you stupid or are you stupid?
What? How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding...
That's stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Guys, they use in the form of what's going on here. And I know the sagging is going on here. The sustained thing going on before. They gamble the money, they try to call it here, they doing stupid shit like this, and it might be good enough here. Say what you want, but it's that here. But Scary Terry, not Scary Terry McLaurin, he was the commander, but I don't even know. But Terry Rozier, my ass, he was on my team this week. He been every football team for all the purposes of with all the damn money he has here. Man's like, I trade my info, I gotta fit this one out. And so the coach said, all right, fuck it. Just make sure you take a seat. Just give him a rest. Time off. I'm going to get some bad. Do not get okay, I'll send it to you. I'm going ahead and take a seat. And then, right before that, Table said left the season. Fuck, I'm going on. I'm on this way out of here. I gotta go home to be my wife here. Can't my wife go to Vegas and see her sons and see that every impersonator. And I'll make her go ahead and let see the blue man group Jabberwocky every time I see them. Are you stupid or are you just dumb? Because that doesn't make no damn sense. That don't make sense. If you would like this team, don't bet on this team before. Texas is so ass this time of year, and the Ben, they called them the Texans win the game, and the Colts right on the top on the first page of AFC South. They stole the Texas mojo right in front of them.
I know there's going to be a massive amount of people who's probably thinking it's somewhat oxymoronic, antithetical to not have the players be able to engage in the sports betting because the sports betting is such a large moneymaker. And furthermore, you're allowing the fans to be able to participate. But if you're an active player, you're unable to. But if I was to retire today, then I can get involved. So why can't the players get involved? If you are willfully betting on yourself or other of your contemporary, because you got to remember, you can have much more insider information being able to be in the league than anybody else. All it takes is a phone call to somebody who used to be a staffer on your team who's now employed by a different team. They can give you information that nobody in the public just so happens to know. Or maybe you'll find, oh wait, what? He tweaked his ankle in practice? Damn, oh what, does the public know about that? Oh, not yet? Okay, bet. I'm gonna utilize this so I can take advantage of this sports bet. I recognize, yes, it is crazy to think that these networks that is constantly out here pushing, sports betting, are now in a situation where they're making it seem as if it's the worst thing ever. The issue is you're somebody who's actively in the league, whose performance has definitely dipped from his days when he was playing for the Boston Celtics or even when he was in Charlotte. He's not the same player anymore, but that's neither here nor there, right? That's primarily for, Terry Rozier. But how is it that you can just legitimately cheat your teammates like that? And even if it was an individual sport, like I was saying prior, with like tennis, boxing, bowling, so you still have trainers who's putting in hours aiding you in preparing for this game and the season, and you're cheating them as well. So it's not even as if you're only cheating yourself. It just doesn't make sense to me. In the case of Chauncey Billups, you're leading folks to the slaughter of extortion. Why, bro? Why? You already got bread.
You're an active head coach. You're extorting yourself, extorting your money, and you don't got this. But why? I don't get this. Why? Why? If you let these teams go and have special board retirement, you bet on bowling, you bet on tennis, you bet on boxing, UFC, MMA. It doesn't matter how the fuck you make this bet. The fact is, if you want to basketball on Vegas money in a money line here, the Mafia will ties you back. And it's like, hey, listen to me, we got to fuck my nose drop away. The better on money drop. Oh, really? I don't have it on money line to go and pay the and do it. But why you ask the Don to go ahead and the most of it here? Well, why that Don Parisi, my man, nah, that's too old school. What about Don Parisi? Nah, that's too old school. Okay, what about Don Saleri? Saleri? No, that don't make sense. The Don, the one that New Bordeaux. What? Don New Bordeaux? What are you talking about? I mean, the Don New Bordeaux. I mean, that Sal Marcano. We didn't talk about Sal Marcano. What? No, Sal Marcano. Old school. Why are you talking about Sal Marcano? Like, these Mafia guys gotta know about this. It is just some going on here. It is Dr. Betty or so here. This is a sign of gratitude right here. The athlete's ban on yourself ain't cool enough. You caused another team to win this game so far here. Look what happened to rookies. Look what happened to quarterbacks get injured. Bryce Young, ankle injury. He's got to be out here. Jada Davis out for 4 games with a hamstring injury. Be me after what games. He's going out. I'm getting left alone. I need some things to be out. Let's hear it. My God, I know so is right here. J.D. McCaffrey, he's out for the ankle injury. Brock Purdy out for the toe injury. You let these teams cause another game to win and you let this go on happen. What is the part of the game there? What part of the game is this, bro? Niggas don't give a damn. The side effect of the game is because that's what battle here. You battle yourself an athlete. Athletes and sports athletes don't have it. Celebrities make sure they're going to a gamble special. Gamble was responsibly, for God's sake, bro. If you don't know what I did gamble, that's on you. Because that's special. Call what you want. But then singing about the gamble, that's all God said to you, man.
In Jesus' name, fuck this nigga.
Ain't no way you on this tough, hard times to where you can't leverage the money you already had. And even if you misspent the bread and you ain't allocated well to where you have cash reserve, this the lane that you decide to go in. I would just hope it's a scenario where they themselves were being extorted to where now this was the only way they could do something to survive, because of course the mafia is involved. But at this point, 2-year investigation, maybe it's a situation in which your knee was way too doggone deep in the waters and you thought you could mess around and get away with it. Mind you, they was already investigating Terry Rozier already. He got cleared and now he back in it again. So that means the initial hunch just so happened to be relatively correct. Of course, if indeed they were to go and confirm that everything that is stated happens to mess around and be facts. All I know is the moment the FBI done stepped in, that's all she wrote, bruh. Get your JPay ready. Create an account right now. Tell your high roller friends to start to put some on your commissary expeditiously before you even put on the doggone jumpsuit, because you're going away for an incredibly long time. Pack them up. Get the paddy wagon expeditiously. Take them to jail. You're going to prison. And the Haitian police will not be here to arrest you. You're going so far behind bars, it's going to be 23 hours lockup. Maybe not so much 23 hours. That'd be ridiculous. Not as if you killed somebody. That's nigga can't all day. Take them to jail. Tell them, Vince.
Get out to jail! You go to jail, you son of a bitch!
All right, hold him back.
You go to jail!
We are the police of Haiti. The police of Haiti. Hey, you know what? I feel bad for Tony Bill. I feel bad for this man here. Make sure that they go to JP here and create a damn account. And I'll make sure that I feel bad for Tony Bill and myself here, but because it's always worked well, he's no longer an active head coach of the Trailblazers before. And including one man, Damon Jones and Tay Rozier, you might join Roger Jackson, but Roger Jackson did some stupid shit like this. What he did, the cycle steal, this stock effect here, what you did here is an all-purpose. And Coach Roger Jackson, you all be ashamed of yourself. In fan privacy, taking down, being between your punches, and slamming across the floor. Including Steve Smith and Tony Martinez, and Coach Steve Smith's wife, and his ex-wife, and including Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. You made a better sports because about yourself. You called the Commanders the game so bad because you lost 2 games in a row. And now all bars are falling because they are bad in December. What's around here? This is your big dog moment of the century. You also get dealt with by some reinforcements that, by the fact you did it on purpose. Get responsibility on Marriott. If you don't get responsibility, I will call the reinforcement, because not only the hit the police here, the enemy is the only one. Get your yellow jumpsuit ready, because you're going to jail. actually going to jail to gamble your money. In gamble cell, you are being saying yourself because that's on you. You've been your big dumb over the century because you, Chauncey, Damon, Travis, Kelsey, Taylor Swift, Tony Martinez, including his wife and his ex-wife, and Steve Smith, Roger Jackson, all part of the fall. They all need to be dealt with.
And there's only one person who can send them where they need to be, in the Shadow Realm.
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true.
Chris
Solo! Nick freaking Gage! Send Hook! You're gonna have to die!
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on! 16-foot line! Arms are clasped. Look at him ready! I can't believe it! Off the ground, is he? Whoa, he did! Yes, he is!
We gon' call in our special reinforcements, Steve.
They're Stone Cold! Or is he not?
Undertaker, take him to the Shadow Realm.
Hell, boys!
It's going up for a ride! Shot slam! Around the end, Henderson! Somebody's got to stop him! Oh my God!
Yes! Booker T's beating up everybody in the ring. Boom! Booker T's just got on the big shot jaw. Boom! Creed up. Booker T's pulling Creed up right now. He's going to hit him with that big crunch kick. Oh! Booker T just caught Creed with that big crunch kick. What the hell is going on? There's a lot of mayhem out here. Pete is down. He's dogging him. He's got a big kick set up. Where he's going to catch him at. He's going to get...
Well, it looks like the main event Mafia continues.
Booker T's the man.
Ring tonight in the Impact.
What the hell?
Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
Hold on, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Can you say congratulations?
Congratulations,
Thank
son.
you.
Take care.
Be that way, you big dummy!
You big dummy.
Big dummy? Big dummy.
You big dummy! You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! So just do it!
Please! Please!